Hi, and welcome to my demonstration today. My name is Juanita Collins, and I'm going to show you a very simple task today that's going to take under 10 minutes. Something you can do at home, simple ingredients. But first, I want you to ask yourself, how much pure silver do you have laying around your house that is tarnished and blackened, and maybe jewelry that you don't wear, that's been sitting in a jewelry box for months, maybe years? Just kind of ask yourself this question, because I'm here to tell you that you can start wearing that jewelry again. You can start using that silver again, because I'm going to give you a very simple 3-ingredient method that you can take your silver items, including jewelry, cutlery, or anything of that nature, and make it bright and shiny like brand new. And it takes under 10 minutes. It's all natural ingredients. And I just wanted to show you, I've taken the liberty to clean 2 pieces of silver prior to, so that I could kind of show you how shiny and clean they are. And a piece that has not been cleaned. Notice the difference. So we're going to take our 2 pieces here that have already been cleaned, and then I'm going to go through the easy steps to show you how you can make your stuff look like that. So the first thing we're going to do, I went ahead to save some time, and I boiled the water, because you are going to need 3 ingredients, which is an 1/8 to 1/4 cup of baking soda, aluminum foil, and boiling water. So I went ahead and boiled the water prior to, so we could save a little time. So I'm going to take this, any aluminum foil will work, store-bought aluminum foil. Just want to take a small piece. You're going to kind of crunch it up a little bit. And you're going to be needing a glass container for this. You can use a glass container, or you can use a glass baking dish if you're doing necklaces and you want to lay them out flat. And you could probably do more items if you used a baking sheet. But today, I'm just going to show you how we're going to use this little container to do a very tarnished, dull-looking Pandora bracelet. So I'm going to mash the foil like this on the bottom. Once you got that nice and secure, the one thing you want to remember is that the jewelry has to be in contact with the aluminum foil, and the water we're going to be putting in has to cover the entire item. So it can't be sticking out of the water at all, and it has to be touching the foil. So I got my measuring cups here. I'm going to go ahead and set that there. And we're going to get our baking soda ready. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about was why this reaction works. So we're going to take our piece of jewelry and we're going to set it down there in the aluminum foil. And we're going to go ahead, stir this up a bit, and we're going to pour it in. We're going to cover the entire bracelet. And we're going to let it sit. Notice it fizzes when we add the baking soda to the, see that? The fizz reaction is actually a chemical reaction taking place. So in this fun little way to clean our jewelry, we're actually using a chemical formula. So why this works is that first the hot water speeds the reaction, so it makes it a little bit faster. When silver tarnishes, it becomes like a grayish, blackish color. Silver sulfide reacts with the aluminum, and what it does is the aluminum pulls that away from your piece of jewelry or your silver. So I hope you can see I have the electrochemical reaction here, and it would be 3Ag2S plus 2Al, and that yields 6Ag plus Al2S3. So that's the chemistry formula for what is occurring actually with this little recipe. I have cleaned many things. One of the pieces of jewelry that I cleaned was actually my husband's grandfather's retirement ring. It's been sitting and sitting in a jewelry box for many, many years. And I decided to choose this piece to do prior to because I was kind of curious exactly how clean I could get it. So it looks amazing. Even the stone is sparkling. It's all the cracks. You get all the gum in between the cracks. It looks amazing. Same thing with neck chains. You can lay a neck chain down into the baking dish, and the shininess of the silver will come through once you buff it after the process. Generally, if your jewelry is just merely tarnished, maybe not heavily and excessively, it generally takes 3 to 5 minutes. I mean, this is such an easy process, and you can save so many items that you have thought about throwing away or that's been sitting in a box. It's amazing and all natural. Aluminum foil, water, baking soda. You can purchase any of these items from any local grocery store. Everything is natural, which I like to use. The chemical reaction was found at website www.scifchem.wisc.edu. If you want to see the whole explanation on why this works and the recipe for cleaning your silver, you can find it at that website. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to give it another minute. Another thing I wanted to note to you is that you'll start to smell like a sulfur, kind of an egg type smell as the reaction is occurring, and that's normal. It's not a great smell, but it's normal. And I actually am smelling a little bit of it occurring right now. It was a pretty tarnished bracelet. The more tarnished the item is, the more you will smell. So I have all of this ready to go, and I'm going to go ahead and pull out the bracelet. It's amazing, like amazing. I used a white cloth so I could kind of show, so you could get a better view of exactly how clean it is. So all you're going to do is take it out, take your white cloth, start rubbing it like this. Woo, I can smell that sulfur. Rub it through. Now I showed you prior to, I'm going to go ahead and click this light on so you can get a better view. But this is your finished product. Amazing. Look at this. And I showed you the before, and this is the after. It looks like a brand new bought bracelet. Now these bracelets can be costly. So amazing enough, I use these ingredients to make this look brand new out of the showroom. So I thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope I taught you something. I hope you've learned something new and that you will try this with some of your old silver and be able to rejuvenate the look of it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Good night.